Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I recently had a problem with my low profile servo I've been using breaking the gears for the second time. So I bought replacement gears and put it in it, but to avoid that happening again, I'm going to try to make that my backup servo. So technically my backup servo now is a budget servo that I bought, NSDRC Servo RS500 B. I bought it for my trail truck a long time ago and I've been carrying it around with me as a backup, so if something breaks, I've got something. So the question is, will a budget servo work in a high dollar crawler like this? So I'm out here at Moss Rock. I'm gonna put it to the test and we're gonna see what it does. So this is just gonna be temporary until I get another servo, and who knows if it's good enough. I may just leave it in there for the time being. So let's get out on the rocks and give it a shot. Okay, there's the runs with the NSDRC RS500 B. It's pollen season here in Alabama, so pollen is really bad. You can see, I don't know if you can tell, but the tires are all kind of yellowish green colored. Pollen everywhere, so the grip is not what it usually is. But I still got to test it out pretty good, and overall I'm pretty pleased with it. There were a few spots where you could tell the servo slowed down when it got in a bind, but it was one of those binds bad enough that just about anything would stall out a little bit. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I ran it on 3S, which I think that's 430 ounce-inches of torque. 4S I didn't even try because the truck's a little too touchy with it. I don't like it as far as the power delivery goes. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's going to get me by for a little while until I want to get the RS500 V2 low profile servo, but it did pretty good. You can see, there it is right there. It doesn't hang down. It's a full-size servo, but it doesn't hang down really at all. There were a few little bitty scratches on it. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Again, I'm using the Artful Dodgers servo mount behind the axle servo mount and mount it from the top, where with a low profile servo I can mount it from the bottom. It lets it sit a little lower, which I prefer, but I also don't prefer the gears braking. So so far so good, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So a budget servo will work in a high dollar crawler, I guess you'd call it. Pretty pleased with it, and stay tuned for more. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.